When I was younger, in elementary school, I got put into this gifted program, right? And I thought it was cool at the time. The gifted program didn't really mean much to me. It could be partially because I forgot a lot of my childhood due to trauma. But as far as I remember, the gifted program wasn't really much. We would get taken out of class on random days of the week. I think it was like Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we would just play games with other gifted kids. And it was pretty cool, right? But gifted, like in a sense, like the word gifted means like above average, I guess. And I guess in a sense, school really did just come kind of easy to me. I would just kind of just do the work, and that was it, right? That was that. And that's cool and all, right? But as I've gotten older, I realized that being quote unquote gifted, it's not really like a blessing. It's more like a curse. Because in my head, I was so conditioned to just doing things so easily. I wouldn't study, I wouldn't do work. Really, I would just wait till last minute, and I would always ace things. I didn't really have any trouble doing stuff. But as I'm getting older and older, I'm realizing that the people who really do put in the work, who constantly are doing things, those are the people who get the most out of life. Because if you truly want something, you have to work for it. If you truly want anything in life, you have to work for it, right? People are so quick to fall for like cheap schemes, right? Like get rich quick, or people who want to lose a bunch of weight really quickly, right? They'll fall for some supplements that will help them allegedly lose weight really quickly, right? Or people who just want like a boost and like just something, right? People are so quick to fall for schemes, right? AI, right? Why do the work to do my entire 5-page essay when I could just have AI type up everything for me, right? It's so easy, right? Because that's it. That's all it is. It's easy, right? It's like, why would I do the work when I could just do this easy thing to get the same results, right? You know what I'm saying? That makes sense to me. I would do it, but if you have to understand, if you truly want something, you have to work for it, because there are drawbacks to falling for these quick schemes, right? There's drawbacks, and there's going to be drawbacks for everything, right? But if you truly want something, you have to work for it. I'm the busiest that I've ever been in my entire life. I have 2 jobs now. I help around where I live. I help my elderly family. I help my brother, and I'm also just doing things for myself. I'm the busiest that I've ever been, and quite frankly, I feel the best that I've ever been, because I'm constantly, working towards my goals. I'm constantly seeing forth that the things that I want, I'm working towards, because I believe that if I want something, I have to work towards it, right? If there's a goal that I want, if there's an achievement that I'm setting out to achieve, I have to work for it, right? Now, with that being said, there's caveats, right? Because people are so quick to think like, oh well, yeah, you do have to work for things, but you're the one who has to only do it, right? And I don't actually believe that, right? Because I think that the universe has a way of putting people or certain things in your life that will help you do things better, right? For instance, in my life, I want to be a pilot, right? And the universe has strategically put different people / different events in my life to where like I'm able to get the help that I need, right? Because yes, I'm the one that has to do the work. But that doesn't mean that I can't ask for help. That doesn't mean that I have to do everything all by myself. People are so quick to be lone wolves, to do things all by themselves. Yet people are always going to be there to help if you look for it, or if you just take the time to actually pay attention and realize who is there to help you, right? Going back to just what I'm saying, right? There's a little story that I had, actually. I don't know why. I must have just been feeling pretty rambunctious or just stupid, right? Whichever word you want to use. I just got back home and with my dad, and I had a bunch of groceries. And my grandma was going to come downstairs and help bring the groceries in by bringing in a cart. And in my head, I'm like, why would I use this cart when I could just bring everything in by myself, right? I didn't want to wait for this easier way to bring stuff in, and instead I'd rather just do it by myself. And so that's what I did. I brought most of the stuff by myself, but unbeknownst to me, I didn't realize how much taxing it was gonna, how taxing it was gonna be on my body, because I'm so used to bringing in a bunch of groceries in by myself. And so, but despite doing that, there were still tons of people who helped me along the way. People who held the door for me. People who, just got out of my way because they saw that I was rushing. Because it was a lot heavier than I thought. Because I was carrying a bunch of stuff that I shouldn't have been doing. I shouldn't have been doing that, but I did anyways. And despite that, there were still people there that were trying to help me. But you have to work for what it is that you want. You have to. Sorry. If there's something that you truly want, you have to work for it. It's so important for you, one, to understand how much it is that you truly want something. Because if you truly want it, you're gonna do whatever it is that you need to do. You're gonna work for it. You're gonna make sacrifices. You're gonna put time and effort into what needs to be put into what you need to put time and effort into. It's so easy to get lost up in your head, but the best thing for you to do is just to do stuff and work for it, right? If you put 1% of energy into something every single day for a whole year, that's 365% that you just put effort into something, right? But had you not put any effort at all, then you're at zero. You're at 0%. Had you not put any effort at all. But if you put 1%, every single day, that's 365 days. 365% of effort that you just put into something, right? Now, obviously take this with a grain of salt. Understand your circumstances. Understand where you are. Understand what it is that you have and what it is that you need, right? But the underlining message is that if you want something, you have to work for it. Your dream body, dream finance goals. You want to take that dream vacation. You want to travel the world. You want to have that. You want to get that job opportunity. You want to start that business. You want to learn this skill. You want to learn this trade. You want to be in a relationship. Whatever it is, you have to put work into it, man. You have to. I hope that someone somewhere my message was able to help them. Maybe they able to lock in for a little bit, right? I'm here for you guys. I'm here for everybody. My goal is just to help. And if it takes a couple words, that's all. The more the merrier, man. If you're seeing this, I love you. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day. If you like what I have to say, stick around, man. Now that I'm getting more into a routine, I should be more consistent. Have a good one.